Hey everyone, so I just wanted to do I guess a brief update on Pine64 Unit. There seems to be some angry individuals on the internet. Uh, I received this email, I want to say on April the 2nd. And as you can see, I put it up on the screen here. Basically says, hey guys, I'm going to try and explain this as easy as possible in layman terms so everyone can try to understand. Those that understand, thank you for understanding. And those who do not, well, very sorry. So it goes on to say, I guess how much cost it takes and how much the company made. And as far as people with shipment delays and some people thinking that this is just an outright scam, like no one's gonna get their unit and they're out of whatever they paid, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 dollars, whatever they paid on the Kickstarter campaign. Now this was my first Kickstarter that I ever supported. When I saw it, I was like, you know what, this looks pretty cool. I had a Raspberry Pi, but I sold that, and I figured it'd be time to maybe try something else. They might be a little bit faster. So, skimming through the email, this is pretty crazy. I can't believe people still do this stuff. But it looks like some people were fairly upset. I mean, to the point to where they're using pretty foul language and they're hitting up the forums and cussing everybody out. Here's an example. It says, fucking moderators are fast to block me on the forums, yet I can't receive an update from anyone. You fucking dicks. I will contact my bank and get my money back. Go fuck yourselves. Keeps going. And yet, your stupid fucking fanboys are pissing me off. Are you ever going to respond? I want my money back. Your fanboys are pissing me off more. I want my money back. I'm assuming that individual didn't get their unit yet and they think it's going to, come like that. Mine did take a while, but to be honest, it came pretty fast from when it ended. I mean, I waited maybe about a month and a half. That's not that bad, kind of had this gut feeling that I was going to get it and it wasn't a scam. I mean, everything checked out, everything looked legit. And in the end, guys, if you pay with a credit card or if you pay with PayPal, you're protected. So you're going to get your money back regardless if they give it to you, or not. Now, we're talking prices that range from anywhere from 15 to 16 or 15 to $60, whatever it cost. Now, it's different, if you're going and you're funding something on Kickstarter and you're thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars. That's different. That's a pretty significant investment. And then I can see why people might be worried. But, $30, $40, I mean, you're not going to starve. The bank will give you your money back in most cases. They're just going to write it off and be like, you know what, whatever, it's not a big deal. Like, banks usually don't look at anything under 10K. Like, anything under 10K, they're like, yeah, whatever. Anything over that, then, they're like, all right, well, we're going to investigate to figure out who's, like, doing this fraud on X amount of people. So we see on the screen here, there's like a price breakdown of what they made. So you can see the gross pledges here, dropped pledges, the amount of refunds they had to give, and the Kickstarter fees, the payment processing fees. So you can already see here, like 85,000, we're already at like 100K. So another 60,000, rounded off, just in processing fees. So 140,000, rounded off nearest, and that's how much they had to pay just in fees. Like, that's ridiculous. And they got 1.6 million. Not that bad. They made a fair amount of money, but again, it goes on into specifics. They have to pay for advertisement, marketing firms, PR firms, whatever other fees they have, they didn't include, because all this money right here, I'm sure that isn't all of it. I'm sure they had to pay tons more, and whatever the staff, I mean, I'm sure they had to pay the staff too, and the people that had to box the stuff in China. Now, I'm by no means sticking up for them, because I'm sure a lot of you haven't got your unit yet and you might be pretty pissed. I would just say wait. It's gonna come. If you look on the forums, a lot of people are starting to get theirs. I just got mine not too long ago. Everything turned out to be fine. The unit worked. Let's go ahead and here. And yeah, so that's my unit. It was the exact model that I paid for. The walkthroughs to put Linux on it were pretty straightforward. Just format a micro SD card and put the image on there, put it in, and it booted. Worked. I might be doing another video on that as far as, you know, how to set it up and all that, but everything was pretty straightforward. The one thing I will mention with the Arch Linux build is that Flash just doesn't work. This is probably some sort of script that you have to install, or some sort of snap-in. It's been a while since I tinkered with Linux, but I know it's tricky to sometimes get Flash working. For the most part, it seemed pretty fast. I'll put it via HDMI to 1080p on my screen, so that was great. I'd be interested to see how the Android platform works and how fast that is. So, you know, only time will tell. Here's some more numbers, some surveys, but you know, I just want to stress that I got my unit. So anyone who's worried that they're not going to get their unit, just be patient, man. It's going to come. I'm just an individual. They're not paying me. I can only say that so far I have great experience with the company. My unit came, I paid, I got the exact same unit, it worked, so I'm happy. Whether or not I'm going to keep it or not, I mean, that's debatable. You know, again, I'll have to see whether or not I'm going to use it on a day-to-day basis. So that's it. I hope I was helpful to anyone. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, like below, subscribe. And like I said, yeah, I might be doing another video on some walkthroughs on how to get the image, you know, up and running and started. So that's it, guys. Thanks. Take care.